Hello, guess who's here? Just a little tiny bit. We got a lot of background noise today, sorry. I've got two cleaning people in here. It's a team, a crew of two, and they're doing a deep dive, they call it. A deep dive of cleaning. Oh my God. So, that's what they're doing. They are dusting off, picking up every single piece of, the place will be spotless. See how that is with a couple of cats running around. When they go in the other room, in our guest room, there's a couple of lumps underneath the cats climb through the bedding, and that's like their little hideout. And of course, us Homo sapiens that stand upright, we can see these lumps, and they're perfectly still. I don't know how they breathe through all that, but for years, that's what they do when they get scared. When you got ladies running around with these big monsters with long noses, also known as vacuum cleaners. So they shoot for between the sheets. And so in both bedrooms, we got a couple of lumps there. So I leave them alone because they feel safe. They figure I can't see out and they can't see me. I think that's the theory. The ostrich theory of self-protection. So anyway, I hear banging and stuff. I got the doors closed in my little studio thing here, which I basically took over half the den. I mean, this is crazy, but I want to, the table is 41 inches wide and 5 feet long. So I took some blue thin tape like you use for painting, and I laid it out perfectly between, so that it'd be 20.5 inches for me and 20.5 inches for Marilyn. So that's what I did. So I got my let's see how yeah. So this space right here, from behind here to here, 20.5 inches. And she has 20.5 inches on her side, which I don't know if the camera can really see over the hump, but that's her space. She has a pile of stuff over here, and she can't figure out where to put it. Well, I got file cabinet drawers for her in here. I bought 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I bought 6 file cabinets. They're nice little guys. They stand up. Whatever that dimension is, it looks like 2 feet. So they're 1 foot wide and 2 feet high. It's got, like a pencil drawer. Whoops. And it has a, standard, 2 pencil drawers and a file cabinet drawer. So it's very good. So we can put our files and stuff, because, I feel like we live in a submarine. Every nook and cranny has got something in it, particularly in the kitchen. Oh, the sound went down. So the main engine cutoff just occurred. It sounds like we're in some kind of a missile. Anyway, so we just had main engine cutoff. So now it's like, holy mackerel. It was really noisy. And I don't know if they may come in here if they need something. Hopefully they don't need anything. I got these headphones on, so I can't hear anything. I don't hear anything unless it comes through this little doodad right there. I can turn it up. I turn it. Oops, it's too much. Wow. I hear sucking. Okay, so I just got confirmation. You've heard my story about Hero, which is going to consolidate all our pills and supplements, so you know what's going on. Interesting that their pharmacy shows a little bottle of amlodipine. So that's a blood pressure alpha blocker. You know, since I've had my bypass surgery, they're not really into the alpha and beta blockers. It must be something to do with the the bypass surgery that they don't do that anymore. Oh, look at this. Here's a little video. Let's get this on full screen. So that thing is on. See that? It's dropping. It dropped the pill. So I actually took a picture of it when it was dispensing. And it drops out of there. There's a big rotating thing. See, it fills it dropping down. Instead of JimmY running through the bottles, the machine does it automatically. Every morning, you're only allowed to dispense this. You set it up. I mean, if it was like a morning, evening, you'd take all the pills in the morning, but you only take 2 in the afternoon. You can do that too. You can do it whatever you want. See, and there's now it's dispensing 9 of 10. Essentials for women. That's an isogenics product, a big vitamin, and then Aleve, the liquid gel. And we'll go down there, and bingo, there it is. And then I think, well, look at this. It lights up. It's funny. Very modern. Verified dose before taking. And it says, it's time for your 7 a.m. regimen. And so I got 2 more machines coming, which will fit in the space you're seeing. There's a little more over on the left edge. Anyway, so that was a little video, a 1 minute, 42-second clip that I did to show you what it's like when you push the button. Very nice. Mm-hmm. And as a reminder, these, oh my God, these are the pills that I have to deal with. You know, I don't have to deal with all those red cap bottles over there. There we go. Now we can see. Let's do the 50-50 deal. There we go. So now we got half the screen is Jimmy, or Jimmy's hands. Let's bend that over a little bit so you can see the side of me anyway. So you can see the meds. These are the supplements, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday. Now all these red cap bottles are all in that machine. So I just take those red, do the fill routine. It's very easy. You get a little trap door in front. Jeez. You have to get rid of that. There we go. So that's the magical hero machine. And Friday I get another one. And Monday I get another one. So I'm going to set up the supplements, which we will share. Push the button and it will dispense for Maryland. Then push. Our regimen on the supplements is identical. So it's not like there's something stronger or weaker. Now she didn't have 10 prescription drugs. So I put the Isogenics supplement that's made for women in her machine that has the prescription drugs in it. That way we could share the rest of the supplements in that middle machine. Because her machine is going to be over on the right side, Isogenics is going to be in the middle, and then I'm going to be over on the left side. And that's how we get that done. So Monday afternoon, I'll snap a picture, and you'll see all three items. I got a heart on hers. Literally, I stuck on there. There it is. A little heart. How cute. That's to show you. That's her machine. And on mine, I'll try to find a little J somewhere. I have to find out how to indicate mine. Oh, remember I was talking about the key for the front door? See this? There it is. I didn't see it on the other picture. But there's the little key slot. And they send you a little key, and it's stick it in there, and this door flops down. And it exposes the pill containers that this thing dispenses from. And you just squeeze a couple of tabs, pull it out, fill it up, and then push it back in. It's that simple. So, where those vacuums are sucking, major sucking going on here. See, so here's your next dose is 7 a.m. tomorrow. Now for the Isogenics machine, there's going to be no schedule. You can dispense them any time of the day. Now they'll be done in the morning. See here? Wi-Fi connection. So you can do this from your iPhone, which I typed in, all the what do you call it, the drugs. I typed it in on the iPhone. It's a whole lot easier than hitting buttons here to create the list of medicines. And this little ring here, you know, looks white. But when it's time to take your meds, this thing flashes. Orange or red, it flashes, it pulses. And it makes a sound also. It gives you a little gong, a different kind of a gong sound. So you know it's something else. So that's pretty cool. I think they did a great job with those. Now, you see this picture here? See? That's what I got. 2 tests. But this is the Benax Now by Abbott Laboratories. Abbott Laboratories is huge. A simple nasal swab. You put this thing up only a ½ inch inside your nose. You got a left stick and a right stick. And in 15 minutes you know whether you have COVID-19. Antigen self-test. They are lining up like crazy to get these. But Marilyn's an important banker, and one of her clients dropped up a few of these for the people in their office. So she brought this home in case we want to test ourselves. So it's got the cards, the swabs, the regimen bottles, and instructions that are like this big. I taped it to the microwave oven, and Meryl says, "What the?" She comes in, she says, "What the hell is that?" I said, "That's the simple Benax Now test." No, I didn't do the test. I just looked at the instructions. And of course, you flip it over, and it's got it all in Spanish. So I'll take the English version. Anyway, so we've got a spare 2 tests in there. So if we get sick and we have a low-grade fever, we'll probably do that to see if we got the wave on. Now, we're vaccinated, but that does not prevent you from getting sick, being infected by it. Anyway, so my next venture is, as you can see that, this is, I'm going to Quest to get the, more blood tests for my cardiologist. And I'm asking here, please fax to this number results to Dr. Wesser, Boca Care East. That's the regular phone number. Both doctors have the results. I need to put doctor in front of the Wesser thing. That's tomorrow. So today I had to be a good boy and drink Pepsi Colas. No vodka and sodas for me today. So tomorrow the test, so they call it fasting. You have to fast. And it means after midnight, you don't eat anything. You can drink water. No coffee with sugar, none of that stuff. So I said, well, I want to, you do it on your phone. So I set the thing for the, all the appointments earlier than 8 a.m. Because if you're going to fast, I don't want to fast halfway into the next day, because that's too much. So this will be an 8-hour fast. 7:45 in the morning. I get there, they'll probably, taking blood samples at 8 a.m. 8:15 I'm done, and I'll head directly to Kiki's Cafe, Kiki Cafe. That's where I have my coffee, and sometimes I eat an empty omelet. I like the way the eggs are, but I don't want anything inside. And I tried, various things inside. And sometimes the insides don't get cooked very well, so you know what? I just get an empty omelet, and then I cut it up and almost make scrambled eggs out of it if I could. I don't like the scrambled eggs, but I like the empty omelet, as far as the egg thing. Yeah. Anyway, giving away all my secrets. And I'm hearing a sucking sound. It's mind-boggling. Oh my God, it comes, I guess it's going to come through into this Facebook thing. There's a lot of sucking going on. All right, I showed you the box. And, see, here's Quest. They stopped sucking. Oh my God, it's like the second, we have main engine cut off. Okay, so Quest Diagnostics, here's the address. And, see, January 12th, that's tomorrow, at 7:45 a.m. I take this little packet with me, and then I'm good to go. So I go there, I hand them, not the packets, I hand them the one page, and that which I want to make a copy of, by the way. And then they take the numbers, they register that in their thing, and then the insurance, what do you call it, Humana, electronically decides if they're going to pay for the test, which they will. They better. And main engine cut off again. We must be getting close to getting into orbit. Anyway, so that's the Quest doodad. That's the machine that just automatically plays. And there's a heart thing with the blood pressure doodad. I got a great thing for blood pressure. Where it is. Oh, it's in this little case. Maybe I'll demonstrate it. That's the thing you plug in when you have to recharge it. greatergoods.com/0636. Greater Goods. I mean, what a goofy, that's the name. Anyway, so let's see if I can swing this camera around a little bit. I can take it on this arm. Let's take it on the close arm. So push my sleeve up, and then I can pull this thing up. There's a red thing. You can see that red thing. And then, that's it. Push this twice. There it goes. Hear it? My arm was supposed to be resting on the table. So it's pumping. You can't see the display that good. I take it 2 or 3 times. $150 over 46. I don't think that's a very reliable number. So I'll pull this up a little further. It's probably not tight enough. There's enough Velcro to kill you. Alright, so the red thing is there. No, I'm going to sit still this time then. There we go. Sit still. Put your feet on the floor. Arms on the table. Okay, that's 132 over 69. That's a little reasonable. So there's an app on here. What is it? Here it is. Balance Health. And it talks to this thing with Bluetooth. And 132 over 69. There it is. You see the very cool. So as soon as you turn it on, it goes to your it communicates with that and gets the results and puts it on my iPhone. Of course, it's hard to see because it's on a white background. And there's so much white in here. I don't know if I should turn this light up or down. Let's get it real close. There you go. I can show these results. Yeah, see, here's the history of it. You can see the different results. And the most recent is on top. Yep. So that's that. That's this thing with no hoses. It's all in one device. It's magical. I understand Apple is working on something. It's not released yet. But it will take your blood pressure from your wrist. No cuff. No Velcro. Just your Apple Watch. And it will take your blood pressure from the watch. And what it does is that, you know, inside your blood vein is, you got this blood flowing, and there's like a wave. Your heart pumps and the wave comes. So it measures how long that wave is. And it measures how long the wave takes to get from to the next wave. And I got some other music here. I don't know why I got the other music. Let's see if we can get rid of it. Start now. Let's go back. Back. Epidemic. There we go. Let me get the top edge of that. There we go. Whoops. Engine. We've had engine restarts on our spaceship. Let's hit this. Oh, here we go. That's what I wanted to get my hands on. This little... There we go. See that? We want to keep that. And we want to turn off whatever the doodad is. So hopefully I've stopped. Yeah, we don't want any shuffle play or any of that crap. None of that. That's off. Oops. Yeah, see. There we go. Turn that off. So now there's going to be no shuffle play. So hopefully that is the end of that thing going into other tunes, because this will last for 3 hours. This epidemic, royalty free. All right, so we did our blood pressure. I'm okay. Pulse is good. I walked 3,600 steps so far. It's only 1 o'clock. So I can touch that and see my pulse is currently 73. It's been as high as 136. I'm not real excited about 136. It must have been another day. This says my range has been 61. Oh, stop it. 61 to 109. That range is okay. Let's see what this looks like. Oh yeah, see, this is another day. 56 to 134. Currently 93. That's pretty high. Let me do I push those 2 buttons and it produces a screen capture. And then it should show up right there. And there it is. It's magical, right? Comes through here, goes to the phone, ends up right here. So now you can see it. See, 3,500 steps. This one says 3,670. This says 3,547. So, you know, I don't know why that is exactly. See, it's See here, it's Tuesday the 11th. When I did that, it was 105. And my current pulse, 76. This says 73. Oh, main engine cutoff. It's sucking up all the cat hair. So 61. Uh-oh. They're trying to insert into orbit. They keep turning the engines on and off. So it's 61 to 109. 70% battery in the watch. We've got some decent steps going on there. I don't know why, but we do. What's going on here? Yeah, there we go. You can hear that a little bit better, yeah. It drowned out the main engine cutoff stuff. All right, so so now the president has to deal with this virus because the present administration was blaming the prior administration because of all the deaths they've had. And they didn't actually get the vaccine going and, manufacturing and all that stuff. It normally takes a couple of years. He got it done in 10 months. So the vaccination part only started like in October, November, if I remember right. So I remember President Biden got his in January, and December he got the jab as fast as he could get it because he's an older guy, and if he gets it without the vaccination, he could be toast. And then we end up with President Harris, which we got to take care of Biden. We don't want President Harris at all costs. Anyway, so that's it. That's my Apple Watch. I love it. I've shown you most of the pictures here. That makes sense. For those that didn't see yesterday's, drinking diet soda daily may lead to dementia. And, that's not a cafe. It doesn't say cafe dementia. It just says dementia. That means up in your head. The nerve endings don't connect too well. So you kind of like forget where you are, or forget your name, or dementia is not a funny thing. It's very frustrating to the person that has it because he can't understand how come he can't, connect things. So dementia, don't drink diet drinks. No, I didn't know why. I just know that I'm trained as a biochemist. And the stuff they got to put in the diet soda, number one, to give you the taste. And number two, they put another chemical in there so that the carbonation will stay in the soda because they're not using sugar, they're using some kind of a saccharin thing. So you got carbonation, then you got a chemical in there so that the carbonation stays there, because when they add this sweetener product that's not sugar, it wants to get rid of the carbonation. So they put this chemical in there so the carbonation stays. So you got a couple of things in that drink that, that aren't necessarily good for you, and they don't have anything to do with sweetening. And then there's another thing in there. to make sure the other chemical is stable. So it's a, you know, there's too much stuff in there that has nothing to do with tasting sweet. Now, if you get the regular soda, they use basically cane sugar, and that's it. Sugar does not cause carbonation to dissipate. So that's what you want to use. So you just get a Coca-Cola, regular Coke. Not Coke Zero, because may lead to dementia. That is pretty scary stuff. So, sliding that up. Yeah. Drinking diet soda daily may lead to dementia. Wow. If there's ever a caution sign, that's it. So, that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. That's my watch. Shrink that down. I was looking at these huge installations for charging cars. You can see these straps are connected to a big crane, because these things weigh 4,000 or 5,000 pounds. Here's the, what do you call it? The dispenser. Electricity America. And it has, looks like it has handles that are similar to what would go into a Tesla. So I don't think they're trying to make Tesla chargers. I think they're, they have a series of adapters. Look at this, these huge transformers that basically convert 240 volts alternating current into 500 volts DC direct current. And you stick that in your car, and 20 minutes later your battery is full, because the huge amounts of power that setup is throwing into your battery. So here was an announcement. So you have, this is the 6 o'clock show, the 5 o'clock show. It's called The Five, right? So you can see the people around the Five. Let me, yeah, there you go. Now you got, the whole view is this. So from left to right, you have Katie Pavlich, very smart, 30-something-year-old person. Juan Williams, that's the liberal guy on in the Five. And then you got Jesse Waters right there in the middle. He's like, the head banana, right? But Jesse Waters. So that's the 5 o'clock show. Then you get the 6 o'clock news with Brett Baer. And then at 7, they've been cycling all the news people they've got that are interested in maybe having that prime time spot. 7 o'clock is pretty prime time. 8 is super prime time. But you got the evening news, so you got a whole bunch of people that are already on your channel, and it slides right over, and they picked Jesse Waters to be the permanent guy. They've named the show, Jesse Waters Prime Time. I think that's the name, Now this kid was interviewing, 17-year-old girls on Jones Beach, for a 5-minute, he was the guy that was on TV for 5 minutes with, he had, a microphone in his hand, and it was giving Bill O'Reilly's show a 5-minute break. So, Bill O'Reilly's a hard-hitting news guy, he's a tough guy. So, they had this this guy jumping around on the beach. He'd interview all these bikini-clad people and ask them, who is this? He had these blacks with faces on it, George Washington and that kind of stuff. And of course, these girls had no clue what these people looked like or anything. And they're like in this, some of them are like the second year, third year in college. And they don't know, what is 2 cubed? Little math thing. You hold up the plaque, 2 to the 3rd power. And they'd have no clue. It's 2 times 2 times 2. 2 times 2 is 4, times 2 is 8. So, anyway, they didn't know that. So that's what he did for a couple of years. He was the joker, 1 or 2 times during O'Reilly Factor. He had an hour show. And then, and then when O'Reilly got thrown off, he ended up back in the basement writing articles for other people. And then they came up with the 5. So that's it. So there's the 5. You got 6 here because you got this guy. We all know who he is. They got chicken, tostados. They got potato chips. So Jesse Waters. The question is, does he stay in the 5 and also take the 7 o'clock show? So he's got, he's like a, and then Brett Baer's in the middle. So you got like a Jesse sandwich. You got Jesse on the bottom, Jesse on the top, and Brett Baer in the middle. He starts on the 24th of January. So on the 24th of January, you turn 7 o'clock on the Fox cable channel, and you're going to see Jesse Waters with his own show and his own studio. They make up a desk in the background and all that stuff, because that's a prime time broadcast. They're not going to put him in a closet. And so I guess they decided that they wanted, he can do a nice article, interview, and he'll follow up. He'll dig deep to get the right answers. So I guess they wanted somebody that, has a little piss and vinegar, but also let's tune in on my technology. There you go. And they wanted a jokester, a guy that's got a good sense of humor, so he can be joking around on the air and also interview these people and get him to talk. So he's pretty good at that. He's a big, tall guy. He's like 6'7" or something. He stands up, he keeps getting up. Amazing. He's maybe 6'5" or so, but he's a tall kid. So that's what happens on January 24th. Okay, how are we doing here? We're 51 minutes and 14 seconds. I think we'll call it a day. Hey, it's a day. Anyway, so I hope you like my pictorial thing. Don't drink. That's one of the things they say. don't drink too much of anything if you want to control your blood pressure. And here's the gal, she's worried about everything. Everyone gives her advice, and she's there's the calcium thing, potassium. See, potassium, bananas. Well, we have a 500 milligram potassium pill. So we get up at that. When you drink carbonated beverages, potassium goes out of your system into the toilet. You know, so if you drink a lot of sodas, carbonated beverages, your potassium level will tend to drop. That's one of the reasons why we take potassium pills. You know, we don't have bananas around, but we should. Maybe tomorrow I'll stop by the grocery store and get some bananas. And we do take the potassium pill every morning. It's a big white capsule. I hear the phone ringing. It must be one of the cleaning people, because my phone doesn't sound like an old-fashioned phone. I have a high-tech ringer. I don't know what ringtone it is. I generally have it off. Let me turn it back on. Whoops. James, we need more information. What the hell's that about? I need to call Hero and find out how they're doing with their prescriptions. All right, well, listen, so it's... we're on here 53 minutes and 35 seconds. So I'll stop talking and I'll let you listen to my favorite tunes here. So we'll turn JimmY down. Oh, look, it's main engine cutoff. All right, we'll talk to you again soon. Maybe tomorrow.